Good morning, folks, or good night if you're from the US right now. Welcome to ZSR, and welcome to the Ocarina of Time GSR to the Ganon Source Requirements Tournament 2020, round 2 of the winners bracket, Sundari versus TKC. Without further ado, because they're ready to go, let's dive into the race room, and let's say hi to one of the two comms today that sign up to HiFlowPod. Link 11 is still missing in action, but I'm sure he'll join or be with us anytime soon. There we go. Hey.
Hello.
Alright, folks, take it away.
Hello.
Hey.
We'll just give. There we go. I was worried you weren't going to show up. I was worried I
Yeah.
have to do it all by myself.
Sorry, I'm kind of late, I guess.
It's okay. Don't worry.
Alright. So, we got TKC and Tsundere, the two best Japanese runners, going head to head. This is going to be a very good match.
Yep.
Who do you think has the edge here?
Well, it's kind of hard to say. I mean, Tsundere does have the better PB. I think he has a 116, and TKC has a 117. So, but obviously, like, it's GSR, so anything can really happen. No, yeah, TKC plays on VC, and Tsundere plays on N64.
Okay, I stand corrected. They're not technically the best, but they are some of the best. I may or may not have misread the leaderboard and missed a few. That is okay, but they're still very good.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, will we be starting soon? Countdown. Looks like both runners are ready to go. TKC using the T file name and Tsundere opting for the smug, so he's already got the edge there.
All right.
And they're off. So, TKC is a VC player, correct?
Yes. And Tsundere is on N64, meaning they will be using different routes. You'll notice when they go adult, Tsundere will be going to DC first to get bombs, whereas TKC will be going to the graveyard to get hookshot and beat Shadow Temple. And also in the child section, you'll notice Tsundere will have a slightly faster route because he's on the 1.0 version, which has a version exclusive glitch in bottom of the well, which allows you to get bomb shoes a little bit faster than on VC.
Yeah, and the time save will start declining later on the run because N64 just has so much lag.
Yeah. Overall, N64 is a little bit faster, but it's not a huge difference. Right now, the world record is actually on VC.
I mean, you can see right now their timers are almost synced up, but even in the intro, the N64 lags behind just a tiny bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, shoutouts to Count for bringing the world record back to the virtual cheater console. It gives us V cheaters some ground to stand on.
Yeah, definitely. Count is a really good player.
Not really much to talk about these first few minutes, is there? So how was your night?
My night was alright. Pretty much just chilling.
Boy, this cutscene sure is riveting.
Yeah,
Do you think Link's gonna get out of bed this time?
I don't know, man. He seems pretty tired. Oh, there he goes.
It is awfully early on a Sunday.
Yeah.
So as you can see, the VC version is ahead of the N64 version by a few seconds, and there hasn't been any gameplay yet. That's just from the lag in the intro cutscene.
Yeah, and you can see right away they're doing different rupee routes. So Tsundere is he's either going to be buying 1 or 2 Deku sticks and Deku nuts, whereas TKC is going to go get the sword and get some rupees to buy the Deku shield.
Yeah, VC has to go get Ocarina and then go to bottom of the well and do Ocarina Dive that way. Or to get the choose with Ocarina Dive. However, the N64 route can use blank A choose, which saves a lot of time, much easier. TKC getting hit by the Boulder of Shame, unfortunately, so
Ooh.
we're gonna have to take away a few points from that for
Yeah.
our. We're gonna keep track of our swipe. Ooh, and a bonk. Oh dear.
Oh no. Yeah, so it seems like Tsundere is getting 2 Deku sticks, which means he's going for West Escape, I think.
It's awfully brave.
Yeah. It's definitely risky to go for West Escape in a race, because if you fail it, the backup is to do the walking while talking escape.
It doesn't actually look... Right, is he? Or he is gonna go for it.
Seems like he is.
Oh, he's going for the easier method there, not the Shop West. He doesn't get the clip.
He doesn't get it, yeah. So
now he has to go for walking while talking. So that was a little bit of a time save for N64, but now it looks like VC is going to catch up here.
Yeah, so this walking while talking escape he's going to do now, I think it only loses around 10 seconds if you don't attempt West Escape at all, but because he attempted it, it loses a lot more than 10 seconds.
TKC also missing the West there.
Yeah, but fortunately, since he's on Wii VC, missing the West doesn't cost nearly as much time, because you can back it up with the Poke Escape.
Having a little bit of trouble with Poke there.
Yeah, looks like he got it.
Looks like he finally clips through, and then talks to him for good measure.
Yeah, not talking to that guard is rather difficult.
Yeah, not the best start for either runner, but they can always pick it up later on. And now we see Tsundere avoiding social interaction as per social distancing rules and staying very far away from Saria here. TKC, he's thinking about it. Maybe he wants to social distance, but I think he might. So he's starting to realize. He's like, wait, I'm way too close. Slowly backs up. He's gotta stay healthy, man. He's gotta save the world.
Yep. So we see Tsundere is talking to the owl here. It'll be interesting to see if TKC goes for the owl skip, because on VC you can actually skip that owl, and it saves a little bit of time, but it's also very risky. So
Yeah, I don't think anyone's gone for the owl skip in a race.
I think Lake did, but in his first race, and he stopped going for it after that.
TKC opts to talk to the owl.
Yeah, that makes sense. Definitely in a race, it's better to talk to the owl, because if you fail either this one or the Kakariko owl skip after going for this one, then you will probably miss the day-night cycle to enter Castletown. Oh,
So
Jude
since
got it.
N64 doesn't have a sword there, they can't do a West without breaking their stick. So they opt to go for a forward West there, which is a little bit slower, but since you have to wait for time of day anyway, it doesn't really waste time. And that allows them to skip the owl there. They're both going to be doing a Cucko dive in the bottom of the well here.
Yeah.
But
So
Tsundere is going to have to use nuts.
And he gets it, no problem. Let's see if TKC gets it as well. TKC's gonna do the Cucko dive using ISG with his shield. Oh, and it seems like he missed it, so he's gonna go for a Navi dive, which is the backup strat.
Alright, use the backup pretty quick. It doesn't lose that much time if you miss it, because the cutscene for the Cuckos getting angry is quite long. It's only like 3 to 4 seconds, so it's not a huge time loss. But you will see on the right that Tsundere already has Bomb Choose. That's because the blank A is very powerful glitch.
Yeah, Tsundere was able to use a glitch called Blank A, which is a lot faster than what TKC is doing right now, which is the Ocarina dive.
Alright, but TKC does get the Ocarina dive first try. That doesn't load the bottom floor properly, so you're kind of just in this unloaded area, and the water goes all the way down, and you can swim back up into the little alcove with the Bomb Choose there.
Alright, and you saw Tsundere just pulled out a stick. That was to skip the owl, right by Kakariko. And Tsundere opts to take damage from the Style Children, whereas TKC save warped. Usually on VC you would get grabbed by the Wallmaster to take some damage, as well as Void Out, which I think is a little faster than save warping on VC, but it doesn't lose that much time to save warp.
Yeah, I don't think it's a huge deal. But the added benefit of the Wallmaster is it also does damage to you.
Right, yeah. So TKC is going to have to take damage either from the Style Children or the Skulltula in the market.
So Tsundere on the right here going for the owl skip in Castletown. No, it's not Castletown though. Hyrule Castle owl. And he does get it. So he used the stick at first to avoid talking to him, because the owl is very scared of sticks. And then he pulls the stick again at the top, and then jump slashes out of the loading zone for the owl.
Yeah, and TKC did not take damage, which means he's probably going to talk.
Yeah,
he's going to talk to the owl and take damage from the Skulltula.
It's pretty much the only option at this point. There's Tsundere going for the damage boost here, gets it first try, which is really good. It loses quite a bit of time and an extra bomb chew if you don't get it.
Yeah, especially on N64, because on Wii VC you can just do a Mega Flip as a backup strat, but on N64 that's not an option because you don't have a shield. And obviously if you try to do the damage boost again, he would die. And
unfortunately,
he
gets caught by guards as well. It's going to give TKC a bit of a chance to catch up here.
Yeah, definitely. The guards are very hard. You'll notice he's trying to side hop past them. If you do frame perfect side hops, even if they see you, if you do frame perfect side hops all the way into the next like area, you won't get caught. So that's generally the fastest way to do guards, although you'll see in races especially, people will take it safe by waiting for them to turn their heads. Alright, and it looks like he gets it, second try.
Yeah, not too bad there.
Yeah.
And TKC gets the Gemma's Rouge first try as well. And once again, the N64 runner's Zelda cutscene is much better because there is a stick in Zelda's face.
Yep. It's definitely an improvement.
Alright, TKC having a little bit of unlucky guards at the end here, but hopefully he doesn't get caught. Yeah, they're being awfully mean, being slow cycles, but
it's definitely better than getting caught, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think overall TKC did make up some time. Just because he didn't get caught.
He definitely made up a little bit of time, but I think Tsundere is still a bit ahead. Although not as much as he would like, considering most of the time save for N64 is at the beginning. There's still a little bit in Shadow Temple, but after Shadow Temple around Spirit, they'll start to sync up with the routes again, and we'll be able to properly see who's ahead.
Yeah.
And now we learn that Link was the chosen one all along. Who could have expected that?
I mean, if you haven't played this game before, there's going to be a lot of revelations in the plot.
You can actually see the Mario paintings in this cutscene, because in the courtyard, if you look to the right, there's some Mario paintings, but they even show up in the cutscene. It's quite clear.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, the beginning of this run does have a lot of cutscenes. Even after this, there's going to be another pretty long one.
5-minute cutscene. But after that, it's going to get so exciting.
Yep.
Alright, Tsundere has done the cutscene, going for the other cutscene skip. Opts to not buffer it. Awfully brave.
He does get it.
He does get it, though. So that skips a whole, 2-3 minute cutscene of learning Zelda's Lullaby and Impa talking to you. It's very important.
And when TKC goes for that skip, you'll see him do an easier method where you just backflip and shield drop a chew into the cutscene. And I think it's also faster.
Well, hi, Rapper. Thank you very much for the raid. Hope you had a good stream.
Alright, and TKC gets the cutscene skip.
Yeah, TKC's version, since he has shield, is much easier. because the explosion can... you can shield drop the Chew in midair, and then it'll just explode, and then the explosion will push you and kill you at the same time. Much easier than just timing the sidewalk.
Mm-hmm. Now, Cinderella is going to go for the infamous Door of Time skip. And
He gets it first try.
Yeah.
Easy every time.
He also had to do a harder version of that trick because he doesn't have a sword. So instead he had to target the wall to get a straight angle and then kind of coast along to the left. You'll see TKC probably just doing a jump slash instead.
Yeah, I find the swordless version to look a lot cooler for me.
Yeah, definitely. Remember when dot skip was the game's holy grail?
It still is.
I don't know. I mean, that was a long time ago.
What even is it, Sam?
Yeah.
All I know is dot skip.
Alright, and
so both runners are adult now.
Yeah.
Looks like Tsundere had about a 45-second lead there on the Master Sword. However, some of that lead will deteriorate over time due to lag, so Tsundere is really not that far ahead.
Yeah, I'd say if you were to account for the routing differences and the lag differences, they're probably close to even. But it's really hard to tell until the end. Fun fact about this cutscene, if you look closely at Raru's head, you will see a Triforce in his head. Right there.
In his head?
Or on his head.
Oh, the shadow. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
That is a fun fact. I'm having fun because of that fact. Thank you very much for that.
This game is all about fun.
To be fair, I mean, I've never noticed that either.
Yeah, I mean, I only noticed because I think ZFG said it on stream. Or he said it a few times at least.
And as we all know, ZFG made OT.
Yeah.
Wonder how many times it'll be mentioned in this tourney? Every single time from now on. Because there's nothing to talk about during the Master Sword cutscene. Give us a break, man. We're trying our best. Oh my gosh, who is that character? They're from Melee.
Yeah, I wonder who that is. Have you seen that person before?
Nah, it must be Impa's brother or something.
Yeah, that seems likely.
And we are finally done with the cutscenes.
Yep.
On Cinderella's side.
So Tsundere is going to be heading to Kakariko, and he'll be going to DC to get bombs, whereas TKC will be going to the graveyard. And he's gonna do the Dampe race to get the hook shot, and then go to Shadow Temple.
I've seen some VC runners opt to go for bombs early route because it seems to be saving a couple explosives. Might be a little bit slower on VC, but...
Yeah, so on VC, I think Juke timed it to be 7 seconds slower if you don't do DC hover. To do bombs early. So some runners do that. It saves, I think, 2 explosives if you do bombs early. But I would guess that TKC's not going to be doing bombs early. I mean, just judging by his splits.
Yeah, I think he's going to go for the traditional route. Tsundere gets a pretty good Kakas, unfortunately drops it right at the end there, has to walk the rest of the way. I just realized that TKC didn't equip bomb choose, so it doesn't look like he's going to be going for the Kakas.
Yep, seems like he wants to save that extra chew, which definitely makes sense.
Definitely, yeah, for a race, I would do that as well.
Yeah, because on VC you only get 4 chews for Spirit Hover if you skip the Kakas, and if you do the Kakas you only get 3. Which is the most optimal way to do it, but...
Pretty scary.
Yeah.
Alright, guess your Dampe time.
Alright. Oh, gets hit by flame. The flames that Dampe drops are he drops them in random spots, so they can troll you pretty bad.
Yeah, sometimes Dampe can be really mean and drop a flame right in front of one of those dropping doors. And then you'll get knocked back and then crushed by the door, and then you'll void out and have to do Dampe race all over again. It depends if Dampe woke up on the wrong side of the bed that day or not. A 49.
Nice.
Ah, look at that. See, my secret is I guess 49 every time and then act really high and mighty when it's right.
Yeah. So yes, you'll see Tsundere is about to get bombs. Being Adult Link in Dodonga's Cavern is quite beneficial because you end up being able to climb a bunch of ledges and do some jumps that you wouldn't be able to do as a child. And so it saves a bunch of time.
Yeah, you can save a bunch just by sequence breaking the dungeon.
Alright, and TKC is going for the hookshot jump to enter Shadow Temple.
That was some interesting movement from the grave. I've never seen that before. It looks like he just used box movement out of the grave.
Yeah, and he also failed hookshot jump once. We'll see if he gets it this time. Alright, and he gets it, no problem.
Alright, somebody missing the Hess. Gets the second one though, so unfortunately I'm wasting a bomb, but it's not too bad all things considered.
Yeah, the N64 route definitely is more lenient with the explosives, so he shouldn't have too much trouble. Ooh, he gets knocked down by the Skulltula.
Luckily, he didn't get knocked all the way down, though.
Yeah.
So you see TKC just jumping down the stairs there. That just jumps straight past the loading plane, doesn't actually load the door that blocks Shadow Temple, and you can just jump right in.
Yeah, and so that skips the need for a fire source to enter Shadow. You see Cinderace is getting magic. We actually only need magic to shoot one light arrow. And in order to get magic, we need Zelda's Lullaby, and that's the only reason we need Zelda's Lullaby. So, if we didn't need to shoot that one light arrow, we wouldn't need to get Zelda's Lullaby or magic.
We could save like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a very scary fight with Dead Hand on TKC's side there, getting grabbed while Dead Hand is coming up to Munch Link.
Yeah.
Moderately terrifying.
Yeah, luckily he does have a fair amount of health, so it's not too bad.
Alright, so hopefully TKC saves here. This is a pretty difficult trick going to be going for boat skip.
Alright, and he saves. Doesn't seem like he's equipping nuts.
Yeah, it looks like he's just going to go for the traditional boss key skip here, which doesn't use nuts. That movement always scares me. I know it's fine, but it always scares me when they just roll towards the ledge there.
Yeah, I think that's somewhat older movement. Most runners now do like an up left.
Yeah, the guano walk.
Yeah.
Getting perfect one pauses all the time, so that was a really good boss key skip.
Yep. Very
I
nice.
know it's faster. I'm just saying it scares me. So yeah, this intro bongo cutscene is the cutscene that N64 gets to skip later on, which saves about 30 seconds or so.
Yeah, that's the main reason that N64 does bombs early, is so that they can skip that cutscene.
Okay, so TKC missing the ISG there.
Ooh, yeah.
You get 3 tries to get ISG, and he got it on the 3rd try. A little bit of a scary fight, but he does get it, so that's good.
Alright, so Sundere got the menu out of Forest, which he'll be using later to get the bow in Forest Temple, and now he is going to be heading to get the hookshot and beat Shadow. Rip Flo? What happened to Flo?
Rip me?
She seems to be here.
I'm fine.
Oh,
I muted my mic to drink some water, guys. Stay hydrated.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, interesting. Interesting has by Thunder.
Yeah, so he fell into the water, and I guess he wanted to save some extra time, so he did a Hess. But yeah,
Hopefully, bombs are nice here from these grass.
Yeah, he's gonna want some drops.
One, it's not bad. Yeah. Hopefully, I think he's gonna go back to farm another one.
He can get one drop in Dempe's grave. I think. I don't know if 18 is enough for. for N64.
I think it's enough, but I don't think it's like great.
Yeah, I'm not too
I'm not
familiar
gonna
with.
sit here and pretend I know much about N64 though, so
Yeah, I'm not really familiar with N64 bomb counts, but we'll see if he opts to get more after Shadow. Alright, Tim says 18 is good.
and Tim's an N64 runner, so we trust him.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tim.
Oh, probably not for a race. Interesting.
This is a really good Dampe race from Tsundere here.
Yeah, definitely.
Are we gonna see the 46?
Oh,
Ooh, so close.
just barely.
Really low 47. Good race,
Yeah.
good race.
Yeah, and you see now TKC is heading to DC, so both of the runners are kind of just following in each other's footsteps now, doing what the other one didn't, or doing what the other one did.
$11 out of Shadow is bare minimum, alright. Hopefully... we'll see if he opts to go for another farm there. TKC opting for the slash method, which is a little spooky. Yeah. I usually go for the backflip method, which is perfectly safe, but...
He also bonked the wall, which was probably not intentional.
It's RNG minute for Twinrova, of course.
Yeah, definitely. They're having a little bit of trouble.
A little bit of trouble with ISG there.
Who's ahead? We can't really
tell. If I had to guess, I'd say Tsundere by not too long. Less than a minute, I think. But Tsundere will be saving quite a bit of time in Shadow if he gets it first try.
Yeah, so you'll see Tsundere is going to do a bit of a different boss key skip with bombs, and he's also going to skip the bongo intro cutscene using a bomb as well, which is a 1.0 and 1.1 exclusive glitch. Ooh, Tsundere.
A dead hand.
Yeah.
But he gets the second hit there. So you can actually hit dead hand before he goes underground again, if you time the jump slash properly, which is what he did there. But yeah, like we said earlier, the VC and N64 routes are a bit different, so it's kind of hard to tell who's ahead at this point in the game. But if Shadow goes well for Tsundere, he should be ahead by just a little bit.
Very interesting. So Tsundere is opting for the one bomb super slide and failing it.
He did safety save though, so. Alright, gets the slide. See if he gets the clip. Goes through the wall. Gets the jump slash.
Oh no.
Oh no, that's really bad. He missed the loading zone unless he died. Okay.
Yeah, so he did safety save, it seems like.
He did save though, however, so he gets to try it again. Yeah, I was gonna say that the jump slash angle looked weird, but I also didn't want to look like a dumb VC player who didn't know what they were talking about. But now that I see he died, I will say that that looked weird.
Yeah, I'm not sure if targeting there matters. Usually you would just wait a bit and then switch boots, and it just works, but... Yeah, it might have been an early boots equip.
Yeah, this is gonna close the gap quite handily here. Tsundere getting the slide again, equipping the hover boots, getting the clip, going for the jump slash. That looks a little better. Again, I don't really know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
okay, that's in the loading zone.
Okay. So, unfortunate time loss, but it's still anyone's race. I mean, there's a lot left, so...
Ooh, Tsundere doesn't get the one cycle for that.
Yeah.
Okay, so he has to drop another bomb and kill Bongo. So he still saves a lot of time from not watching the intro cutscene there, but it doesn't save the full time he could. He's most likely going to opt to farm another patch of grass for bombs. And if he doesn't get bombs, he might just go back into Dampe's grave.
Yeah, we'll see what he does after the cutscene. His bomb count is good still. Alright. We'll trust him with that.
Who let 2 VC players on comm?
So it seems like TKC just has to get the minuet, and then Tsundere just has to finish this cutscene, and then they'll both be pretty much synced. So it seems like they're fairly even. But obviously TKC playing on VC means that in the latter half he will be gaining a lot of time due to lag. So TKC is probably in the lead.
Also, I do want to point out that TKC opted not to get the Shadow Heart.
Oh,
which
that's
is I wouldn't have recommended that for a race.
Yeah, it's definitely risky because the trick at the end of the run, which is the Void Warp, if you get rock trolled, as in like you get hit by a rock during the trick, and then you void out, you or not if you void out, if you just get hit by a rock, if you have 3 hearts, you have to die in order to retry the trick, whereas if you have 4, you can just retry
Go for the backup immediately, yeah. Because you need 2.5 hearts to survive Void Warp, because you take half from the bomb, and then 1 from voiding, and then 1 from fall damage. So
actually, I think you need 3 hearts because you take.
Well, you need 3 hearts to survive, and then because you take 2.5.
Yeah.
My bad. Alright, so now he does get extra bomb drop.
Yep, that's
so now he's got 18 bombs.
lucky.
That's a pretty healthy amount. He should be pretty good to go.
He does go for this house.
They're both pretty much even. I think TKC is actually a little bit ahead here.
Yeah, I would say
he's technically like closer to Wasteland because they're both going the same spot.
Yeah, so TKC is ahead, and for the rest of the run, he's going to be gaining more time to lag. So he's definitely has a bit of a lead here.
Yeah, TKC opting to pause for the Hess there because this Hess is very important. It saves a lot of time to cross this massive field.
Yeah,
he also doesn't want to waste too many bombs.
Yeah, definitely not a bad idea to do that. Oh, it looks like Tsundere dropped it. And he's just gonna backwalk the rest of the way. So yeah, TKC is ahead, but they are coming up on Spirit Hover, which is a rather hard trick. And if you fail it, you definitely lose a ton of time. So it's still anyone's game, really.
Hey, Chef Bear. How's it going? So TKC opted to get the do the mega side hop strat. Looks like Tsundere is going for the Hess.
Shut up, Chef Bear.
Just some hate in the chat, I see.
Yeah.
Sure, what is it, Chef? Tell us this fun fact. We love fun facts here. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Okay, so Tsundere lost time for missing the Hess in Harrow Field. However, he gained that time back by going for the bridge Hess, which allowed him to keep the Hess across Garuda Valley. Unlike TKC, who did the mega side hop, so which has to walk the rest of the way. And then for gate skip there, TKC unfortunately did not get the clip, so he has to go for the backup here, which loses a lot of time as well. So now Tsundere is getting back in the lead here.
Yeah. So with just a simple side hop jump slash, he's able to skip the gate, whereas Tsundere was able to clip through it with some bombs.
Alright, TKC slashing the sign, so big respect.
Yep, fuck that sign. Ooh, fails the Hess. Alright, but he gets it second try, and it seems like...
he drops ESS, unfortunately. He's probably going to walk the rest of the way. He doesn't want to use too many bombs.
Yeah, he's going to walk. Tsundere, I think he dropped the Hess as well, so...
I was too focused on TKC.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened there. But...
Tsundere
he voided, okay.
So, yeah, Tsundere was going for the Hess. Unfortunately, it looks like he voided. Okay, interesting choice of movement there, but he did make it to Desert Colossus now. So coming up on the big trick, Spirit Hover, the make or break time.
Yeah. This is a notoriously difficult trick.
Tsundere does have 5 chews, which makes it a lot easier. Pretty much every chew you get makes Spirit Hover much easier.
Notably, he only has one more chew than TKC. Because TKC skipped the Cactus.
Going for the bomb explosions first. I usually like to go for the chew earlier, just in case I miss the retarget, but that's not a concern for him, it looks like. Okay, that does look high enough. He's gonna wait for the Gwei to come hit him so he doesn't get knocked out. He's going for another one. He might have been too far back. He just wanted like a distance one there, I guess.
Alright, nice. He does get on the seam. And
let's make it on top. He's gonna go in the loading zone. He opts to just go for it.
The risky strat.
Risky strats.
But he gets it.
Good.
No problem.
Oh no, TKC.
Oh.
He unfortunately got a bad retarget there, so he has to go inside.
Yeah, he's just not going inside.
He thought about it. I saw he was thinking about it.
Yeah, he does have one shoe, which technically you can do a one shoe Spirit Hover. He would have to farm bombs though, because 8 explosives is not quite enough. So Cinderace definitely has a pretty big lead now. It is GSR.
Yeah, anything can happen.
Yep, he could die to Nibiru or Chundrova. Yeah, 8 is enough to get the hover, but he would have to farm bombs afterwards anyway. And yeah, you would need perfect hovers for 8. Generally, you would want to do 9. Yeah, I think it was a smart play to just go into the temple.
Yeah, it would have been really bad to attempt the ridiculously difficult 8 explosive hover and then fail it and then still have to do interior. So it's a good choice just going.
I mean, his other option would have been to try and farm bombs right away and see if he gets lucky, but he could also just not get any drops. And then he would basically have to go through the temple anyway.
I see Tsundere here going for a statue climb, which looks pretty fancy, but it's just a couple of simple jump slashes and then a hook shot through a wall.
Yep. And now he's gonna skip the boss key by doing a ground clip through this boss door. He gets it. So we'll see if he goes for this cutscene skip. I'm not sure if he knows, or like if he's been paying attention to TKC's run. If so, he might opt to just watch the cutscene. I think he
was paying attention because I did see a sad face in chat from Sundere.
Okay. If that's the case, it's possible that he opts to not do the cutscene skip because it only saves like 20 to 30 seconds, yeah.
And it risks losing like 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Oh, he's going for it. Oh, he didn't get the slash though. Okay.
Alright, okay. Got the slash. Okay, he's doing the crouch stab method. And he gets it.
That was a little spooky, but okay, he does get it in the end.
Always go for cutscene skip. Chef. Always go for cutscene skip, but doesn't do Spirit Hover. Weird champ.
I'm not sure. TKC shot the statue in front of the switch.
Yeah, that was interesting.
TKC opting to go for the safer method here, which is fighting the knuckle from behind the chair.
Yeah. He does not, however, do the ultra safe method of clipping through the door.
Yeah.
And getting the mirror shield. But that fight is not too difficult, so makes sense. Yeah, we'll see how Cinderella's Tundrova fight is. Looks like
let's get some bless RNGs in the chat.
Looks like he's getting trolled a little bit. Oh.
That was actually like big brain play
Whoa, okay. He got the shot
He
by
actually
targeting.
got the shot.
Interesting.
Not the nicest, but not the worst. Pretty average.
Yep. 200 IQ strat. I like it. It was swag.
Yeah, so very average turn over there. TKC on the other side getting Bomb SG to climb up this elbow here. And he's going for a statue climb himself. You can see the glorious 240p N64 and that lovely fire textures.
Yeah, the fire is definitely does look better on N64. But that's
Really good statue climb from TKC as well.
yeah. Both runners had pretty good statue claims.
Alright, I'd say this is about a 5-minute lead for Tsundere here. Depending on how Tunarova goes, of course.
Yeah, something like that. I'm guessing TKC will go for the cutscene skip. There's really no reason he shouldn't.
Yeah, he's gonna go for it.
TKC doing the side hop strat.
It's my
Instead of
preferred method. And he does get it as well, so both runners getting the spooky skip. Well, let's see how this Twinrova goes for TKC here. If it's a really good Twinrova, you can save a little bit of time here.
Yeah, that's true. Cinderella did get a little trolled.
Let's see some more bless RNGs, please. But spell it properly.
There we go.
No quick shot on TKC's side, unfortunately. It looks like they're gonna fly around for a bit.
Alright, he does get a shot though.
Do we see a double?
Pause champ.
Pause champ? No double.
Nope.
Don't worry, there's like 2 more opportunities. Double pause champ? No double. As the worst when they're on opposite ends of the arena. Hopefully red flies over.
Oh,
That
he
was
gets lucky. There we go. And no doubles. Unfortunate. Alright, meanwhile, Sundere is in Forest Temple. He's going for the left side. Vine strat. Which is, I think, a second faster.
not falling off the tree there, so that's a pretty good time save.
Yeah.
Did he slash before?
Yeah, seems like it.
It looked like he slashed, but I must have
Or
kind of hard to tell. I've never seen anyone do that like that. TGC did it completely backwards than like pretty much everyone else I ever see. In which he shot Twinrova with the hook shot in first person mode for the first 2 hits, and then was in third person mode for the last hit, whereas everyone else does the opposite.
alright, Tsundere getting a heart.
Yeah, he actually almost got hit by that first Stealthless jump slash there,
Yeah,
which would have actually killed him.
it would have. Luckily, dying to these first Stealthos is not a huge time loss. There's some Stealthos coming up before the bow, and if he dies there, he will lose a lot of time. But hopefully that doesn't happen.
Tsundere going for the super cool mega jump strat here.
Yes, he did get first try ledge clip as well. He only has one Deku Nut. Usually you'll want a bit more than that because you want to use them on the Stalfos. There's 2 Stalfos fights. You want to use them on before the bow and then also in Ganon's Tower. But we'll see what he goes for.
He could also get nut drop from these Stalfos.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
He wouldn't have to choose. But if he gets the nut drop, it would have been wasted potential if he doesn't use the nut. What will he do?
Interesting.
You think he's gonna go for a heart?
Conundrum.
He's at 1.5 hearts here. A jump slash from Stalfos will kill him.
Yeah, he might go for a heart. We'll see. I mean, he knows he's ahead. So going for a heart is the smarter play. And yeah, he is going for the heart. Alright, he opts for the nut on the second Stalfos.
Second Stalfos fight. Let's see if he gets a nut drop here. Wonderful PowerPoint presentations coming out from the N64 side.
Yeah, looks like no nut drops. But a rupee.
You can buy some nuts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Stalfos lag both consoles. Does it lag IQ?
Does it lag IQ? Asking the important questions.
Does it lag Wii U?
Wonder if we'll ever find out the answer to that question. Probably not, because no one is gonna care enough to play on those consoles.
I don't think I've ever seen Stalfos fight in full speed. It's really just for dramatic flair, to be honest. Alright, so this is about a 4-ish minute lead here for Tsundere.
Yeah,
Counting for
and-
lag, it's probably like 3.5.
Ooh, TKC
Having
getting
a little
nut
scary
drop.
fight, but he does get a nut drop.
Oh, he died.
No.
Yeah, so he could have played it a little safer by getting some hearts. There's a fairy in one of the pots as well as a heart, but given that he's behind, he decided to play a little risky.
Yeah, that's not the hugest time loss, but considering he's behind already, it's just really bad.
Yeah, it doesn't really help his chances here.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't opt to get the Shadow Heart container.
Shadow Heart is definitely worth it in any kind of race setting for sure.
Even in runs, I don't.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, even in runs, it doesn't even lose that much time to get it. It's like, I don't know, 5 seconds. He does kill the Stalfos. Second try.
Did he pick up those nuts before he died?
I don't think so.
Dang. Alright, so this is probably going to be more like a 5.5 minute lead now. It's going to be pretty hard for TKC to come back from this.
I mean, yeah, at a world record level, skipping the heart is probably worth it, but, you know, most people don't play this game at a world record level.
TKC going through the ground jump gauntlet now. Not really much else to say during later cutscene.
Yeah,
Other than,
unfortunately.
Wow. Did you know Sheik was Zelda this whole time? Wow. TKC got a very strange angle.
I'd roll, but
Unfortunately,
I don't think
didn't-
you're supposed to target when you do that strat. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks. Yeah, he targeted and got the strange angle, so he had to go back and do it again.
But did not lose too much time there.
Let's see. Common knock knock jokes. Boy, these are bad.
TKC seems like he did pick up nuts and shadow, so he at least gets to use nuts on this fight.
Having nuts makes this fight much easier.
Yeah, for sure. Talk about your history with the category. Well.
Let's see. My history, I've done like 30 runs. Favorite pizza
History.
toppings? Oh man, I could talk about pizza forever, dude. Let's see. I really like
Yeah.
having black olives and probably like bacon. Maybe chicken.
I'm a big
However-
fan of.
Hey, whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, whoa, we can talk about this, all right? We can talk about.
Well, things weren't getting heated. If things weren't getting heated up already, I'm a big fan of pineapple on pizza.
Okay, there's some olive fans. There's some olive fans in the chat. Press 1 if you like olives.
I like olives. Oh no.
Toxic mods. Banning all the ones. Anyway.
Alright.
Tsundere entering Ganon's castle here. About to start the climb.
Mm-hmm. We'll see which version of trial skip he opts for. Does have a lot of bombs, which is nice.
Alright, but 1 for pineapple, 2 for no pineapple.
Okay, well, Tsundere did the Mega Side Hop, which I think it's like 5 seconds slower.
Yeah,
Then,
it's a bit slower, but doesn't use as many bombs.
Yeah. Although he does have bombs to spare.
Yeah, he has a large amount of bombs. But what if he, gets rock trolled 7 times? You people who don't like pineapple on pizza just lack a complex understanding of flavors. Ooh, I'm mad. I feel like it's just the hip and trendy thing to dislike pineapple on pizza. Yeah, Tsundere did have a very good Staphos fight there, as we were talking about pizza.
Yeah. Let's see if he gets these double knuckles. He does get a recoil, but he still gets it, so that's good.
We'll think of less controversial topics to discuss for the next race.
Alright, and
Has to
Tsundere
impress.
Has to impress.
This race was brought to you in part by Campbell's Chunky Soup. A surprise save from Hungry Box's mother? Hungry Box is in need of a major cut. Alright, let's see if Tsundere goes for any swag strat on Ganondorf here.
Yeah, he could go for the Bomb Ice G strat, but I kind of doubt it. Because I kind of just doubt that he has learned it. But we'll see.
Just going for the standard fight here.
Slash. Ooh.
Gets ISG there.
Right.
He doesn't actually pull bow.
Yeah, on N64, you're not supposed to pull bow.
Really?
Because it causes more lag.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, look at me. Who knows nothing? Who let me on comms?
I think you're doing great.
Oh, thanks.
Something else that's doing great is this chat right now.
Yeah, guys, can you please not spam the chat? My mom bought me this new laptop, and it gets really hot when the chat is being spammed. Now my leg is starting to hurt because it's getting so hot. Please, if you don't want me to get burned, then don't spam the chat. Please, guys.
Anyway, we'll see if we get any yep rocks.
Any yip rocks in chat? There is still a chance.
What is this?
What even is that? It's pizza. Lovely pizza ASCII art by the moderators in chat. Thank you. Sniped.
Ooh,
That was
dodge.
close. Yeah, I almost got rock trolled there.
All right,
Looking good.
nice. Gets the clip.
Goes for the instant jump slash. And looks like he's good. He could still die to Ganondorf. Or Ganon, not Ganondorf. What's the pace? Looks like it's sub 120 pace. For
Yeah.
Tsundere here.
Best possible time says 1:19:17. Look at Greg
For
with
TKC,
the
on the other hand, it's 124. Oh, right, it's 64.
Craig with the
Yeah.
VC guess. All right, you can watch all this wonderful lag on N64.
Builds tension, builds character. I remember watching an N64 runner who was doing a run on VC, and when they got to Ganon, they had trouble because it was just too fast.
Yeah, Canon is a lot slower on N64. Like, very noticeably slower.
So TKC goes for the Hess, but unfortunately doesn't get it, so he opts to just roll it the rest of the way. PST smile. West Coast, best coast.
I don't know about that.
So Cinnamon gets the super slide again here. That allows him to keep the sword because it's gonna get knocked away. But when you release your shield, it'll update and put it back into his inventory. I think is how it works. Or he's busy and it never leaves his inventory. I'm not entirely sure, but
Yeah, I think it's because he's in a busy state. But honestly, I never really understood it. But yeah, it saves like 45 seconds or something. Because in this category, you don't have another weapon that you could use. in place of the Master Sword. Like a, well, you can use like the hookshot, but you can't use like a sword type weapon, which would allow you to preserve your Master Sword jump slash damage. But in this case, if you fail the super slide, you just have to use either the hookshot or the bow, which takes 10 hits instead of 3.
Turn-based RPG.
Yeah.
Both runners in boss fights now. TKC's going a little bit faster.
Alright, TKC also doing the vertical slash. And also getting a second try ISG.
Alright, just a few more hits for Thunder here.
Yep.
Looks like he's not having any trouble. And there it is.
Yep. GG's.
GG's to Thunder. Looks like he's going to finish with a low 119. And will advance to face Rose, I believe. 1 sec, let me bring up the bracket.
What?
Yeah, so Thunder is going to advance to winner's bracket round 3 to face Rosewater. And TKC will fall down to loser's bracket and face Frankly, it looks like.
Yep. And now we just wait for TKC to finish, hopefully.
Let's get some jokes. You guys want some terrible knock-knock jokes?
Go for it. Alright, the chat.
The chat wants
wants
the
it.
terrible knock-knock jokes. Okay. Alright, here's a terrible one. Alright, chat. Knock knock. This is the part where you say who's there. Alright, thank you. I am. I who? Don't even know who you are? Get it, guys? Because it implies that you don't understand. I'm sorry, it's 2 a.m.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Oh boy.
Who let me on comms?
Yeah, I don't know. What did Zelda suggest to Link when Jesus! When diplomacy didn't work?
What did he suggest?
Try force.
Oh my god.
Some interesting humor.
Yeah.
Anyway, look how fast this cutscene is on VC.
They don't like our jokes.
Okay, where does Princess Zelda find her heroes to save Hyrule?
Where does Princess Zelda find her heroes to save Hyrule?
LinkedIn.
Okay. Those are...
That
was actually pretty
was,
good.
yeah, that was decent.
Okay, I actually like that too. Oh,
Right.
okay. Oof.
Alright, you can see what a real Ganon fight's gonna be like at full speed.
Full speed, Pog. Sorry, this is the 200cc version.
I think I found the page where we got those jokes. There's some good ones on here. But they use the same joke twice.
Of course. Basically saying any kind of internet link jokes are like all around the internet and like in a billion different shapes. Okay. Why can't Ganon browse the internet? Too many links. You know?
Oh, that's a classic one.
Yeah. TKC opting for
Die.
crop stabs instead of jump slashes.
Alright. So, looking like sub 125 for TKC here.
Yeah,
Not too bad.
pretty decent for a tourney race where you fail spear cover. Pretty respectable time.
Alright, GG's to both runners. Let's see if anyone is willing to have an interview.
Chan.
So Pandera declined. I'm not sure what about if TKC is interested. So we'll ask and see. But Pandera
Okay,
can
it
type
seems like
Let me sit down
yeah.
type.
You do a
So
text.
this is the count style interview here where we just type. Alright, well, Tsundere, how do you feel about your next match? Rosewater.
I do like alcohol better than rose water. Like, you know.
I do get it. It's not making me laugh, but I get it.
Yeah.
It's too early for good jokes. Right. Doesn't look like TKC is joining either.
Alright, while we wait, I've got another joke
Alright.
here from that page. What are the chances people stop mistaking Link for Zelda? Highly unlikely.
I read that earlier and thought it was so garbage that I did.
It was so garbage, but that's what makes it good.
Alright, Tsundere, he's glad to win, and he feels better for the next race. That's good to hear, for sure.
Yeah, congrats on winning, Tsundere.
Yep. Rosewater is, he might be a tough opponent. We'll see what happens.
What was Rose's last time in the race?
See if I can find
It was
that.
pretty good, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Match details. Doesn't show the time.
Yeah, I think it's
117 something.
or no, he got a 121, it seems. I mean, I'm looking in the race results channel in the Discord. Seems like he got a 121.05. So yeah, I mean,
So yeah, Rosewater hasn't been playing lately. He's a bit rusty, so he might need to de-rust a bit more for Tsundere, though.
Yeah. His PB is a 1:15.04, so it is a bit faster than Cindere's, but I think in his PB he goes for DC hover, which he may or may not do in the race.
I think he said he wasn't going for DC hover in the race.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's pretty risky to go for.
Alrighty. I guess we're off for now then. Seems a little.
Yep.
It's a little dead air if you count to interviews, but obviously, with these two amazing runners, it's not as easy. Also, I'm absolutely thunderstruck that Sundare's name is actually properly showing on our layout. I'm like, I'm not sure how it works, but apparently it does work. Yeah. So thank you so much to the both of you for doing the commentary. And we're actually gonna be back in just like 30 minutes with the next match, and that will have Greg on comms, and also we'll have one returner.
It's me!
It's you! Actually, both of you are returning, apparently.
Yes, both.
Okay.
It is both of us.
Oh,
Okay,
it's all of us! Oh my gosh.
all of you. All right.
It's gonna be a fun time.
More pizza jokes. All right. So stay tuned, everyone. We're gonna be back in 30 minutes with the next matchup, which will be Trip AU was X will mark the place. That's loser bracket round 1. And until then, stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Take a drink, whatever.
You don't want to miss it. Go get your snacks.
Correct. Loser goes home. See you soon. All right.